There it is.
On. Welcome to the CCO Pre-Show for episode 478. We just looked.
478?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes, one more from last week, if you could count.
Well, not my strong suit.
Having a huge member, his strong suit.
Very much my strong suit, yes.
Well, we're here. And we're brought to you by the wonderful patrons at patreon.com/CCO Podcast, probably with huge members too.
Whether they like it or not,
Yeah, some people aren't into that.
I guess.
Okay, we're here.
I've heard that. I have. in fact heard
You know
that.
what? Me and producer Gary, we wouldn't know.
I've only ever had one instance where it was like, it's not going to fit. And I was like, what?
Uncle Brando, the long way.
Well, I didn't like, it was a strange situation because like, sorry if this is TMI, but like, what do you do at that point? It's like, well, yeah, it's not going to fit. Well,
Did you put it somewhere else?
like, do you want to try still? No, I don't think it's going to fit.
Did you like...
Or, I mean, thanks, but also,
Thanks to who?
but well, it's a nice compliment.
I suppose.
Right?
But then you don't get to...
Well, yeah, but then exactly, right? Because then you're in this situation where it's like, well, okay, I mean,
I could think of other things to do. Like,
oh, for sure, there's
Like-
others,
put it in between two books.
like in the armpit or
Yeah, or like
something.
close it in the fridge door so you get like the magnetic strip and like the little padded strip, and
Yeah.
then it's really cold.
Yeah,
I
But, like-
kind of like what you said better. What about the leg pit, like the part behind the knee?
maybe.
Very tendinous back there, though. If they flex, they could like kink it.
Well, we don't want that.
Yes.
No kink shaming in the nation. If
I
you're into
would
that,
shame that kink. I would.
But anyways, a very strange situation. How did I get out of that? I didn't get out of it. It was just like
You certainly didn't get into it.
exactly. So like, what did I do in that situation? It's like,
You're already out. You just walk away. Producer Gary finding equipment around the studio for us as we...
are recording the show. Anyway, enough about
Yeah.
weird sex talk with Brando. We wanted to pick up from where we left off last week because we were in a time crunch. We had to end our show early so we get to the live show, your show, every
Weekday?
weekday, 4 to 5 Saskatchewan time.
That would be Central Time.
Yes. So if you want to check that out, you're encouraged
If you
It's
want to
fun.
see producer Gary's face.
Yeah.
Weird.
Sometimes I'm on there too.
Oh, weird.
I know, right?
We have sort of 4 or 5 legendary creatures remaining that I think we owe the time of day to because they are good, or like in Temet, Noctimun's Will is the leader of one of the precons, which is really, really frickin' good. Everybody I've talked to is like, man, that precon either looks sick, or they've played with the 2 commanders, or they've like proxied out the precon and is like, man, this thing fucking rips. Like,
It's real good.
theoretically could be one of the best precons, maybe top 5 ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's high praise.
It looks really good. And we talked about them real quick, like 4/4 for black, blue, white, 2 zombie wizard, both relevant creature types. I'm sure we said that last week. Vigilance and menace, 2 fantastic attacking abilities. Whenever you attack, with your commander that's got menace and vigilance, you draw a card, then discard a card.
It's pretty good.
You discard a creature card and pay 2 with the other commander, and you make a 4/4 version of that creature.
Pretty good.
And whenever you draw a card, zombies you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So basically, your blue draw X spells just turn into Crater Hoof Behemoths.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god!
And just think, like, that's super good, and it's not even close to as good as the other commander in that box. It's crazy.
Man alive!
That's a good one.
I think I would play this one though.
You think?
Yeah, I love the instant speed X draw spells with my untapped zombies. It's like, okay, you got like one untapped guy. I swing with my commander, try and Voltron you out. In response, I'll play
Brainstorm.
Blue Sun Zenith. My guy's at 12-12. It's so good. And the other side is like Grave Titan, make 2 guys attack for 10 or whatever, plus my commander 14.
Yeah.
Blue Sun Zenith, after no blocks are declared,
Die.
kill you.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, so good. And you got black for tutors, so you just search for Blue Sun Zenith again because it goes into your frickin'.
There's no escaping it. There's no
Dude.
escaping it. It's a very good card.
Yeah. So I like that guy. I have more thoughts for tomorrow when we talk. I guess we're gonna finish up Aetherdrift.
Yeah, we're gonna give some. Man, I'm so glad that you're excited for this set because I was looking through them for like the whole morning today, like just going through reading like every card. This set sucks for me. It's terrible. It's really bad.
Well,
for me,
I'll tell you something. I only have like 1 or 2, maybe 3 cards I actually want to talk about and say, hey, I'm going to put this in a deck. I'm going to put this in a deck. Because I have so many other thoughts and feelings, emotions, hopes, and dreams about all of the different art treatments and collector editions and the product that I actually like am getting in the mail from Fusion. Like, I want to talk more about that because anybody can tune in to any frickin' review that any Commander podcast does.
yeah.
And hear about what the most powerful cards in the set are. But I don't know. I think if we want to be like unique, interesting, and us, we put some of what we like about it into our content. Like,
Oh shit.
well, and that's why I want to talk with you about this is my foot. This is a gun.
Yeah, right. Like it's,
No, I want to talk to you about like opening up the packs because you're going to do a Brando's box opening with my box.
Oh,
and
you're in
going to be
trouble now.
excited about the shit that you open, even though it's mine.
That's true.
And that's exciting for me because I think I like watching people open packs more than I like opening packs. Yeah, it's no king shaming in the nation.
No, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. That's
So I don't know. I'm just excited for the set and what I could get, and I'm excited to get let down and get pounded. Like I'm excited for everything. And when you get a product that you like, it doesn't even matter if the product's good, right?
that is very true.
Right? 'Cause
That
you
is
just
absolutely
like
true.
it.
Yeah.
And I got my cake and could eat it too with Lord of the Rings because it's a Universes Beyond. A, it's Lord of the Rings. B, it was really fucking good.
Yeah, it turns out.
Right? And with this, it's like I'm just excited for it, and I want to open it and see it and watch you open it and laugh and get pounded and like drink 58 beer while we do it, the usual.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's no good.
Wow. That's a very
It's weird,
that's
hey?
a good way of looking at
I'm
it.
just excited about Magic because I'm a fucking nerd. It's like, that's it. Why are you excited when you see a new Transformer?
Because I'm a nerd. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're a nerd too because you're watching a Magic podcast on the internet.
Lol. Joke's on you, sucker.
Producer Gary's a freaking nerd too because he plays like NES golf.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
I know. He's really good at it too.
Talk about a hole in one.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
We have more legends.
Yeah, so I just want to kind of live with start your engines and speed some more because I don't actually think it's that bad, but I want to talk about it on the show tomorrow.
It's just so slow.
I don't know if it's that slow.
It's 4 turns.
We know exactly the speed that it is, so if we can account for the speed in the strategy that we're playing, then
But it's called speed and it goes slow. That's why I don't like it. Also, exhaust is just monstrous. I realized that today too.
yes.
It's not even new.
No, nothing is new. Everything is kicker.
Well, this isn't necessary. It's post-playing kicker, but it's exactly monstrous.
Yes.
It's the exact same thing.
Yes.
They could have just called it monstrous,
Yes.
and then you'd have synergy from an older set.
Yes.
They hate that.
Yes.
There we
Let's
go.
add as much complexity to increase the barrier of entry. In addition to that, let's make the product, the $120 bundles, let's make them as expensive as we can so nobody can buy it. And even if they can afford it, they have no idea how to play it. Welcome to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, this sounds like an excellent business model. We should go. We should do this.
Hey, it's been around for 35 years. You know why? Because we're fucking nerds.
Yeah.
We want to be smarter than somebody, so we know how Start Your Engines works. Now, 4 turns, yes, but you can't count the first turn. And I'm sticking to this because I could play anything on my first turn, like of starting my engine, because that's when my speed becomes 1. So it's only 3 additional turns. It's only 3 additional turns after that, because I was going to play the Start Your Engine card like Speed Demon, our next legend.
Yes.
I was going to play that anyways.
Were you?
Well, no, but if I was.
Yeah.
If I was going to play it, it's a 5/5 flying trampling demon for 5. Fine.
Sure.
That when it enters the battlefield, you start your engine, so you get speed of 1. You get 1 little rail, and at the beginning of your end step, draw a card and lose a life, right? If you hit your opponent next turn with your flying trampling demon, at the end of your turn, you draw 2 and gain or lose 2.
Like overall, because you only get
Yes.
1 each turn.
Yes, overall. Yeah, and that's fine. If I hit you again on the next turn, with my 5/5 flying trampling demon or anything, maybe I have a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Tune into Sidewalk Slam to see how much we talk about lightning bolt. Then I draw 3, lose 3. And this card so far has drawn me 6 cards over the course of 3 turns. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Like, I don't think you build a deck around it. It goes in the 99 of your demon deck or your Rakdos deck or your card draw deck in black or your life drain deck.
Or it just goes into your black deck.
Yeah, because it's a
good.
fine black card.
Yeah.
I like it to demonstrate that Start Your Engines and speed, not that bad.
See, this one is different because it doesn't have to be at max speed. You just have to have speed. Whereas most of the other ones have a max speed ability, which means you're waiting 3 turns before the second half of your very wordy card kicks in.
Yes.
And that's where it becomes, I would argue, too slow. Speed is not fast.
Yeah, and you know what the other thing too is, it's not on each turn, it's on each of your own turns.
Yeah.
So I mean, you coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever all day, but I don't think it's as slow or as bad because you can account for what the ability actually is.
Sure.
Right? So anyways, next up we've got a homunculus, and
Now, you have to try saying his name.
of course it has no vowels in the name because homunculuses don't have vowels, I guess.
That's so stupid.
Oh man, okay.
Like, they know that when you say a word, like, it has vowel-y, soundy things in it, right? Like, the letters don't mean anything. Those are arcane symbols that we ourselves have ascribed meanings that describe sound in them. So when we write this asshole's name, it should have fucking vowels in it so that we can read what it says. This cutesy bullshit pisses me off.
Vnwxt. Did I get it?
I don't care.
I think I got it. Vnwxt.
The verbose host.
Yes. And if you didn't like max speed before, this guy has start your engines.
Sure.
So he gives you speed of 1. You have no max hand size, which is fine on a 0/4 for blue 1 homunculus.
Sure.
Fine.
I'm building the commander deck already in my head.
And then max speed, if you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead.
It's pretty good.
That's actually good.
That's a good card.
But you have to have max speed.
That's right.
So if you cast this guy in turn 2 and your speed becomes 1, then you got to wait till turn 3. Your speed becomes 2.
Now you gotta play something else that does damage first, because he doesn't.
Yeah, maybe I would have something from turn 1.
Yes.
Like a 1/1 for 1.
Can't
like
be a vehicle, because he can't crew it.
No. He's a host, not a driver. He's the guy that says start your engines.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually does. Look at his flavor text.
Yes. Racer, start your engines. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I love this set.
I hate this set.
Yeah, it's good. Turn 3, your speed is 2.
Hypothetically.
Turn 4, your speed is 3.
Maybe.
Turn 5, your speed is 4. And then you draw a card, like with a brainstorm.
Or draw a 6 card with brainstorm.
That's pretty good.
Not too bad.
That's pretty good. Is that if you would draw a card, draw 2 card instead?
Yes.
That replaces any instance of card draw with draw 2?
Yes.
even if a card says draw 3,
Yeah,
I draw 6?
that's how I'm interpreting that. Otherwise, it would say draw an additional card.
If you would draw a card, draw an additional card.
It would say if you would draw one or more cards, you'd
Oh,
draw
yes.
an additional one.
Yeah.
And that's not what it says. It says if you would draw one, you draw 2.
Instead.
Correct.
Man, that is good. Is there any way that we can, like, just max speed ourselves, like frickin' warp drive ourselves? I think there is. There's a card that does that, right? Until
No.
end of turn? There's no card until end of turn makes our speed 4?
No.
There's not one.
No.
Did you look at every card?
Yes. Unless
That's-
I missed that one. That seems like a pretty intense one to miss.
That's...
The one that maxes out your speed instantly, that would be very good.
Man, we could design that card right now. Artifact, so you can go in any deck.
Of course.
Because we're nice guys.
It costs 3, taps for 1 mana of any color, and maxes out your speed.
Just for one turn when you sacrifice it, because it's a fucking rocket booster.
It's a nitrous, not a nitrous canister, because that's what they give you at the dentist.
And, well, yes, you're saying the right thing.
Wait, does it also make your car go fast? Is it the
Uh-huh.
same gas?
Bro, you ever seen Fast and the Furious 1? I need NOS. Rip Paul Walker.
Who's that?
The one movie you haven't frickin' seen. Anyways. We got 2 more guys.
Okay.
I actually like this one. This is Winter Cursed Rider. This is a 3/2 human warlock for blue-black. I like that mana cost.
How did he get out of the house?
Well, I don't know. He was in Duskmourn, though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there was an omen path, like, in the bathroom.
And he just walked out.
Yes.
Man, kind of makes the whole terror of that setting kind of irrelevant, doesn't it? If you can just leave through the big glowing door.
Well, somebody's got to get away. Okay, Cursed Rider. 3/2, human warlock, ward 2, because of course everything's got... Oh no, ward pay 2 life. Artifacts you control have ward pay 2 life.
Sure.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. And then he's got exhaust, so if you want to do this more than once, you're going to have to bounce him or let him die and recast him. You go black, blue, 2, tap, exile X artifact cards from your graveyard. Each other non-artifact creature gets -X until end of turn.
So he's a... What is that? A wrath with a... He's a conditional wrath based on how many cards are in your graveyard.
How many do you need to make
Sometimes.
that good?
5.
4 or 5, I think, hey? Because 4 is languish. 5 is probably gets everything by when you'd want to have that cast.
You want to kill that demon right there. That's got flying and trample and is going to draw you 100 cards, as we discussed earlier.
Yes.
You want to kill that thing. Thus, 5.
What's the blue-black mill yourself guy? That's like the ancient one. Is that a card?
What?
I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up.
What?
The ancient one.
I
Yeah.
feel like if you're going to do self-mill, then
Yeah, I am.
just play this one instead of that one.
Draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a card,
That's not it.
target player mills cards equal to its mana value.
There
Yeah,
we
this is
go.
the one. This is the one. I think these guys go hand in hand. The ancient one and Winter.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
No.
It's probably fine. Is it any powerful? Is the better question.
Mid.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's not very powerful.
Yeah, I think it's actively not very good. I don't think Winter is actually that good. He's a fine utility creature,
Yes,
but he's not awesome.
man. This set, it's not giving me anything that I want to put in my command zone. You know.
No, not even sort of.
We talked about it in the review last week, like how many of these go into the 99 of decks that already exist.
Virtually all of them, except for the 2 zombie commanders.
Oh yeah, those guys are good.
Yeah.
Those guys I do want to put at the helm of my deck.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess, are we okay with that? Remember last year and the year before, it's like, man, every commander is so pushed and there's 100 of them. Now we get this.
Yep. I'm actually better with this, although I do kind of not necessarily. Like, Winter Cursed Rider doesn't have to be a legendary creature. That could just have been some, like, super fast Ghast. And he does that same
Oh,
thing.
Ghast, like Ghast?
Yes.
Like the old spelling of ghost?
Yes. He could have just been one of those. But,
That's-
like, now every creature that's good is a legendary creature, so it can have a name.
That's pretty clever, A. And B, you're right. Every creature that's any good, that isn't just like a 9/7 for 5,
Yeah.
has a name.
It's not a 5/4 that gives your dinosaurs +1/+1 for 3. That's a card in this set, too.
Thanks, Dominaria. I think Dominaria in 2017 is what kicked off the let's make like 100 legends because Commander.
Yeah.
And then over the next, 5 or 6 years, everybody's like, stop it. And this is the first time that we're seeing
Stop it.
Stop it, like MTG stop it culture come into play.
I like how they're starting their engines and stepping on the gas to stop it. It's so good. It's so good.
And it's happening slowly. They don't have very good brakes. Last guy, Zahur.
Well,
Your mother is a Zahur.
Yeah.
Glory's past.
Glory's ass. The whore, glorious ass.
Yes, he's a 3/2 zombie cat warrior. Ugh. Black, white. Start your engine. Sacrifice another creature. Surveil one. Activate only once each turn. That's fine because I can do 4 per round, right? If I got enough guys. And max speed. When a non-token creature you control dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token.
Why does it have to be tapped?
Yeah, why does it have to be tapped? Because you can sacrifice a tapped creature to make a token that can insta-block.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good and limited, which I know is not what we're talking about, but that's why.
So this guy's, who's the guy that I play for my Orzhov Oops All Legendary deck? Who's that guy?
Ratadrabik.
Yeah, see, he's like shitty Ratadrabik. Because Ratadrabik makes the same token, except they're copies of legendary things that aren't legendary.
So what you're saying is you can get value from this guy as a secondary Ratadrabik in your 99.
That's right.
Are you going to do that?
Yes.
Oh, if I open one? If you open one for me, I'll give it to you
There we go.
as payment.
For Shroomfoot.
Mushroom stamp guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, did I mushroom stamp with that the other day?
Man, that deck is good.
No, I just had a good hand.
Nah, it's real good.
The deck is not good. Well, okay, those are the legends. Most of them belong in the 99 except for 2 of the 34. So that's like, I don't know, 6% are actually good. If it's even that high, I don't think it is. And I don't know. We're gonna look at the rest of the set. We've got a upcoming Brando's box opening.
Ah, yes.
Yep. I have a collector box.
Ooh.
And I have a finish line bundle. And the lands that go in there are max speed lands, like those 3 lands that you get. And I think on lands that I'm going to play anyways.
Those I like.
Those are fine
Those are
because
cool.
incidentally, it's just like, oh, my land gives my guys haste now.
Yeah, or my land taps for 2 now.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. It doesn't tap for 0 like in Temple of the False Gods
Yeah.
case. So like strict upgrade there, maybe?
Yeah. And it's-
Maybe if you have a deck that's like aggro, I'm going to damage you every turn. I think that card's better than Temple of the False God. Low bar, but here we are.
Yeah, but it is. And it's got a cool picture on it.
There we go. So
I like those ones.
we'll
Those are
talk about those tomorrow, and we'll talk about our favorite cards. I'm going to talk a little bit about the showcase art styles again that I'm excited to open now that I've seen like some videos and stuff of them.
And I'm going to take a huge shit on it.
And he just had taco time.
Yeah, buddy.
478. Hit our theme song.
Vroom, vroom.
Remember?